Hey, what's going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is DaReal, and we are here with some NBA 2K Mobile. Over the last week, we released 3 videos in which we took all the Amethyst players and we rated them by overall stat average. I counted everything from shoot-off dribble all the way to defending, and we came out with some formulas to calculate everything, and we were surprised by the results, right? I mean, it was incredible to really realize who were the best players for each position. And I definitely recommend you go check those videos out after this one here. I'll leave a comment in the description with a playlist as well, because it's a really good insight. Now, before I go into the beginning of this video, I just want to quickly say something. Even though a player might be higher overall stat-wise, or in some cases, if you want to go by power ratings, you got to choose the player that best fits with your play style, right? So when creating your team composition, you got to really consider how you're going to go about playing your games. You know, a good example is I recently transitioned from using Klay Thompson as shooting guard to Kobe Bryant. And at first it was a little difficult because I got so used to having a team with nothing but shooters, because I have Kevin Durant, Kevin Love, Kyrie Irving, and with Klay Thompson. So whenever my center got the rebound, I was already looking for somebody out in the wings to hit a 3. And a lot of times one person was open, so I was able to get quick transition shots. Now going to Kobe Bryant, I still have that luxury in a sense. Kobe's a player known more to create his own shots, so it requires a lot of dribbling, driving to the hole, kind of like Kyrie Irving in a sense, but takes a little bit longer, right? Because Kobe's shot release is slower than Klay Thompson's, and his dribble mechanics is not as good as Kyrie Irving, so you got to think about all that. So definitely test out the players, mix around with your lineups, and then choose who you're going to use going forward. Another thing I want to mention as well is that some players, if their power rating is higher, would be better to use in events and inside season if you're still grinding it. And some players, based on their overall stat average, would make more sense to use for head-to-head. All right, so now that I explained that, because I kind of didn't mention that in the other 3 videos, let's go into the top centers. So we're including in this list the new theme, right? It dropped just in time before we made this video. So we compiled a list of all the Amethyst centers, and that includes historic greats David Robinson, historic greats Patrick Ewing, Halloween Jokic, Rookie of the Year Shaq, Dual Shaq, Foundation Hakeem Olajuwon, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Joel Embiid, DeAndre Jordan, and Hassan Whiteside, with the last 2 being the craftable players from the Foundation cards. Now that we know who we're going to be discussing, let's go into the stats. All right, so we're going to start with the lowest overall centers. And again, there's going to be some things that are a surprise and some that are very shocking. And some are pretty obvious, right? All right, so the lowest center overall is DeAndre Jordan with a 3.4. Reason why his score is so low, he had a 1 in mid-range shooting, doesn't have a jump shot, and he has a 1 in 3-point shot. So those stats really brought him down. But other than that, he has a 5 in layups and dunks, a 5 in strength, a 5 in rebounding. That really carries the score. The next lowest is, and this is really a big surprise, right? It's actually a tie, but we'll start with the first one. It's Hassan Whiteside. Whiteside is overall 3.6. The stats that bring down his score is shoot off dribble at a 2, 3-point shot at 2, and playmaking at a 2. His solid stats is strength and rebounding, which are both a 5. Now check this out. The next card that is rated a 3.6 as well, and I'm telling you, I'm very surprised by this because I thought this was the best card in the game as far as the centers. It's Rookie of the Year Shaq. It's rated a 3.6. The reason why he's rated so low is he has no jump shot, same like DeAndre. 1 in mid-range, 1 in 3-point shot, but he has also a 2 in shoot-off dribble. So that really brought his score down, and he has a 3 in playmaking. But aside from that, he has a 5 in defending, 5 in rebounding, 5 in strength, and 5 in post scoring, along with 5 in dunks. So Shaq is either really good in a category or really bad. And the same thing goes for Dual Shaq. Same ratings go for both cards. Okay, so now the next player, and this is also a tie at 4, and we'll start with the lower one, is Joel Embiid. So Joel Embiid has a 4 overall. Stats that bring him down is playmaking at a 2. His strongest categories is strength at 5, rebounding at 5, and post scoring at 5. Then we follow up with historic greats Patrick Ewing, which is rated 4 overall. So he got a 5 in the following categories: mid-range shooting, because he has a great fadeaway jump shot, post scoring, strength, rebounding, and defending. And his area of opportunity is 3-point shot and agility. 2 cards are tied at 4.1. And the first one is Olajuwon Jokic. Olajuwon Jokic has a 5 in mid-range shooting, a 5 in post scoring, and then his lowest stats is for defending, and we all know that he has a 3 overall, so that really weighed down his score to 4.1. Then you have historic greats David Robinson, who comes in at a 4.1 as well. His areas where he excels is in defending, which is a 5, rebounding a 5, strength a 5, and post scoring is a 5. Area opportunities is 3-point shooting coming in at a 2, and playmaking coming at a 3. Now, one thing I didn't mention for Jokic, he has a 4 and 3-point shot, and so does Joel Embiid. So that really brings up their scores and allows them to keep up with the legends of the NBA. The next 2 cards, and these are the best centers inside of NBA 2K Mobile, and they're both foundation cards. So their overall stat averages are both 4.2. I'll start with Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who has a 5 in layups and dunks, 5 in mid-range shooting, 5 in post scoring, 5 in strength, 5 in rebounding, and 5 in defending. What hurts Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is that 1 in 3-point shot and a 3 in playmaking. Now we have, I'm a little excited about this because this is my center, Hakeem the Dream Olajuwon. At 4.2, best center in NBA 2K Mobile. Strongest categories is post scoring at a 5, strength at a 5, rebounding at a 5, defending at a 5. And his lowest category is playmaking and 3-point shot, but they both came in at a 3, so it's not too bad. So overall, Hakeem is the dream center. So that's pretty much it. So like we've done in other videos, being that I have the center Hakeem Olajuwon, I'm going to compare him with a couple other players. All right, so we're going to compare Hakeem Olajuwon with historic greats David Robinson and historic greats Patrick Ewing. And you can see just by looking at all 3, Hakeem Olajuwon is pretty steady across all the categories, very consistent, and you can see the lowest is a 3, whereas David Robinson and Patrick Ewing both have 2s in some categories. But if you look at the main categories for a center, post scoring, they're all a 5. Strength, they're all a 5. Rebounding, they're all a 5. Defending, they're all a 5. I think what separates Hakeem Olajuwon from the others would be his 3-point shot and his agility. But aside from that, the new historic great cards are very good. That is my overall review of them. They are very, very solid centers. And if you happen to get either one of them, you're going to have 2 of the best centers in the game. Very comparable to Hakeem Olajuwon. But the advantage is that the historic greats cards have a power rating increase because of them being a theme card. So that's the advantage to using some of these cards that have a higher power rating. And also, too, they have a special ability called Clutch Time, in which if you use these cards on a Sunday, they have a power increase. That's going to be something that's going to be crazy, especially during events. Like, it's going to be madness, right? And it's going to be a pretty good incentive to try to grind and get all these cards. So other than that, that's pretty much the video. We will be making a power forward video as well. It'll be releasing during the week. Then what I plan to do is break down the historic great players. What I most likely will do is just break down all of them in one video. That's including all the rarities. That way you can get a good idea, because I know there's a lot of newer players, and there's also players that don't have Amethyst cards yet, or will have these Amethyst players. So it gives you a good idea if you happen to get one of the gold cards, Emerald, Ruby, or Sapphire cards, you can still know if they're good or not to use in your team, all right? So other than that, appreciate all the support. I'm really having a lot of fun making these in-depth videos. I just feel like it adds value to the community, and it really helps me to create my team. So I'm glad to share this information with you guys. Appreciate the support. Catch you on the next one. Peace out.